Today we're going to build a self-watering planter system. So first we're going to start with a base of approximately 8 inches length, and then we got 5 inches or so in width, and then height is probably around 2 inches. We're going to be working in metric today, so I'll convert these. I like metric, it's nice round numbers, and I know my printer will fit around 200 by 200 by 150, so I got to stay within that area. So all right, let's get started. All right, so I got Onshape here. This is the free subscription, and it is public data, so if you want to download these and mess with my files, you're allowed to go in and make a copy of my files. So let's get started. Create. So we're going to go over here, create a document. We're going to call this the planter holder. All right, let's work with our top plane here. Let's hide our front, so we can click on the little eyeball, and then we're going to hide the right, and then we're going to get it top view visible here. We can move this down a little bit just by click and hold and drag. Okay, so let's build our rectangles first. We're going to go with 2 inch by 2 inch, and so we will go to sketch. We'll click on our top view right here. Click, grab that, and click and hold and drag that, and get out of that. Get it out. So we're going to build a square. It's going to be around 50 by 50. Let's start with the center here. So we're just going to build this one, and we could just throw it down wherever we want, and we can put some dimensions on it. So let's click this. Let's put 50 millimeters and 50 by 50. So this is approximately 2 inches. Okay. All right, so let's, now that we have this, we're going to finish this sketch here, and we're going to extrude this right here. So let's extrude this. We're going to click right here. We're going to extrude it, and we're going to go down, let's say 50 millimeters, so 2 inches down. Okay, we're going to flip this, click that little guy right there. We can draft it as we're going down. So we actually want it to be opposite of this. We want it to be a negative. So we want to flip this opposite orientation. So now you can see it's drafted and it's going down. So let's change this to like 5 degrees. We want our plants to be able to be popped out from the bottom. So maybe even greater than that. Let's put 8 degrees. I think that's probably good. So now that we have that, that's our first piece of our container. So our plants will fit inside of here. So let's hollow this out. So we go over here to shell, click on shell, we click there, and we can change this to, let's say, 2 millimeters thickness there. So now we have our basic shape. And if you want to make some rounds, and we can do that now. I would suggest doing the inside first, so we actually increase the material. So let's create a blend, a fillet. So we're going to fillet these, let's put like 2 millimeters, maybe a little bigger. How about 5 millimeters? That's fine. 5, and then we're just going to click on all 4 corners here, and I'll leave the bottom alone. So now I can click OK. I can go to the outside now, and I can click on my fillet, and then I can put the same 5 on there, or I can do 5. Let's see what 5 looks like. Here's 5. 5 looks pretty good. It looks a little bit goofy. So 5, what we do is we do 5 plus the thickness of the material, so that's 2, so that's a total 7. So now when we do this, it should keep the constant thickness. Okay, there we are. So now what we want to do is we want to take this and we want to make a instance of it. Okay, so we will click on here and we'll make a linear pattern. Okay, we're going to click on our part pattern, click on this guy, we're going to click the direction. It's going to move in that direction, and we're going to move this. We know it's 50 millimeters. So if we move it exactly 50, it's going to be right on top of the other guy. So we can make it, let's make it 55 or so. We'll have a 5 millimeter gap in between there. Okay. So if that's enough, and we'll fill this, we'll put some plastic in there and prevent, these from touching. So 5, all right, and then so each one of these is 50, so that's roughly 2 inches. So 2, 4, 6. Let's create a couple more instances. All right, so that should be around 8 inches long, or around 200 millimeters. Okay, so let's click OK, and now we can move them down. We can do another instance here. Let's go over here to my instance. Let's go to linear pattern again, and we will click on these guys, 1 2 3 4. We will be moving them down this time, and then we would change the direction here. Just got to click right there, click on this right here, and then we'll put the 55 again, and just instance count is 2, so 1 2. Okay, and there we are. So now we got the start of it. Okay, and if you want to build this and change this, by all means, go right ahead, download a copy of this and make it your own version. Okay, one thing I should have done first, which is a good learning by mistakes, is I should have put in the hole first, but that's not a big deal because Onshape will allow me to do something pretty cool. So I'm going to rearrange it and then add it before the linear patterns. So let's put a hole in here. So we're going to grab a hole, and this here center dot should be our hole location. That's fine. We're going to do metric hole. We're going to do 5 millimeters. We'll do like 10 millimeters. Let's just put, I just want a simple hole, 10 millimeters, and it's gonna go right on there. So you can see it's we start at the very top. So what I can do is I can just say we're going to termination is going to be through all. Okay, so now it pokes all the way through there. Okay, so let's click OK, and now we can see we have hole in only one of these. Okay, if we want to put that hole in all of these, well, we could go put hole, 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 hole. But here's the cool thing to do: just grab this guy, left click on it, click it, hold it, and then drag it up right there before the 2 linear patterns, and bada bing, bada bam. There we go. All right, so we got the holes in there. So that's a good teaching point right there, is if you make a little mistake, you can always fix it real quick. Okay, you didn't have to redo that linear pattern. You didn't have to put in 7 more holes. Okay. All right, so if we make any changes to this guy, let's say we wanted to change the fillet here. The fillet is before the linear pattern, so we can change that anytime. I can go in here and I can say, oh, I wanted that 6. I wanted it to look a little goofy. All right, let's put 5. I want it to look a little goofy, so I make it 5, and now all of them are the same goofy look. Okay, so let's go back and undo that guy. All right, so that shows you how to get started and get those done. So now let's build them to where they are connected together. I'm going to do a sketch on the very top of this right here. We're gonna go with modifying that top one. I don't want to do that. I want to sketch on this guy right here, and then I want to make it larger. So I want to go from here, and I want to do about 53. I want it to kind of overlap a little bit, so I'm going to push it over there, and I can dimension this. So this side is going to be 53 here to here, 53, and then this side, see how it's slightly overlapping. We'll change that in a second. I think I want a little bit more. And this here to here, we're going to add, that's going to be 55. Let's go 55 here. All right, so now what we're going to do is use these internal areas right here, and we will go over here to use, project, convert. So we're going to click on this outside edge. So we're clicking on these. It's kind of putting these into the sketch, okay, of the sketch we're currently on. So now I'm going to click OK. So now when I go to extrude, I should be able to extrude only that surface that I wanted, and we're going to do like 2 millimeters. So we're going 2 millimeters up, and let's see what it looks like. Click OK. So probably should have included this internal edge actually. With that, I want to, what I can do is I can just grab this and throw it up. That's probably the easiest way. Just grab that, put it up 2 millimeters, and then we can union all these together. Okay, let's go to Boolean here. I'm going to go to union. I'm going to click on this guy and union them together, so now they're one piece. Okay, so that was an easy fix for that. And now I want to make this on every single one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to union that guy. So click on union, this guy and this guy, Okay, and now it's all one piece. So now if we want to make all of these the same over here to each one, so I click on the first one, I hit my shift button, and then I click on sketch 2, and then I'm going to left click and then drag those all the way up to right there. So those will now break the linear pattern, but let's change. What happened was it says it's missing that first edge that I chose, and I just got to click on that and then give it a new edge. Say that's the edge right there, and because that first edge on the very top disappeared. Okay, so now we got to click on this guy twice, and then we got to tell that, oh, the edge, oh, it's just over here, it's this edge today, this edge now. Okay, there we go, and then we clicked on that. So now we have the entire tray, the very first part of this self-watering tray, it's all done, and we can union all these together. So let's go to Boolean union, and we're going to click on the first guy and then each one after, and then all of these guys will union together, creating one single part. Okay, and if we want to add a little radii, we'll fill it here. Let's do that. I'm going to do each of the 4 edges here. Okay, there we are. And so we have that very first piece done. In another video, I will create the a piece that will go inside of here, and it will it will allow you to push up the plant. So I think just by looking at this, I need to make this a little bit bigger, but the hole a little bit bigger, because that push area needs to come, it needs to be able to push up all this surface area of this piece. So I think it's good for today. That shows you the basics of it, and everything is easily changeable and modifiable. So yeah, hopefully this taught you the basics of how to use Onshape and build a plant propagation tray. All right, so this is video 1. I will show video 2 of the piece that will go underneath this, and it will allow you to push these plants out, and it will actually act as our stand to where this will sit on too. Thanks for watching. If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. Leave me comments if you have any ideas or anything you'd like me to cover. So thanks. Bye.